Hi, my name is Carolyn, and I want to tell you about my greatest impact on my addiction on my life. One of the things that happened to me, which made me think, was I got hit by a car in 1989. And when I got hit by the car, I was using alcohol and drugs when the car hit me. I ended up in the hospital and I was in a coma. And this is from my use of alcohol and drugs. While I was in the coma, I remember my father, who had passed away several years before that, had come to me while I was in my coma and told me I couldn't stay there with him. I had to go back and redo my life over again. And I was like, nah, I want to stay here with you, but he told me I had to go back. So I woke up out of my coma, and my big sister was standing next to the bed, and I told her that Daddy was here with me. And she was trying to explain to me that our father had passed away. And I talked to her for a little while. And when I got out of the hospital, the first thing wanted to do was to make a meeting. I wanted to go somewhere where I could work on my drinking and drugging problem. I went to a therapeutic community and I went there 3 different times and they kept on telling me come back. Well, the last time I went there, I decided to call a friend, and she was already making meetings, and I wanted to call her and ask her could she meet me and take me to a meeting, and she said yes. She told me to meet her on the corner of Jamaica Avenue and Sufton Boulevard in Queens, and I did, and we went to a meeting. While we were in the meeting, they were talking about different things, and they asked were there any newcomers. And I raised my hand. I told them my name, and I told them I was a newcomer. And everyone said hello and greeted me. I also had to remember that I was there for my drugs and alcohol. I was listening to what they were saying. I listened to them talk about making 90 meetings in 90 days, the 90 and 90, which I did. Every day I went to a meeting. I went to AA or I went to NA. It didn't matter which A it was, as long as it was an A, I went. And that was because of my using. Then I wanted to know why I picked up the drugs and alcohol. So I went to school to become a substance abuse counselor. And when I went there, I found out a lot of things. And I found out a lot of things about me. And I listened to what they had to say. I became a substance abuse counselor and I worked at a detox. And I was there helping people who had the same